Hi everyone, here's what's bothering me tonight. Sorry it's a little late. Um, there's an issue emerging with the notion of Scottish independence from the United Kingdom. So, initially, of course, they had their referendum and they had rejected it, but this was before that the UK had voted overwhelmingly to leave the European Union. Scotland was pretty much convinced to stay a part of the United Kingdom with promises of, oh, but leaving us means leaving the European Union, and we know how much you love that. So then Brexit happens, and then the Scots are now being taken out of the European Union against their wishes anyway. So it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that support for Scottish independence is currently polling at 54%. So, do you think the UK is going to honor its agreement to let them have a vote? Probably not. So this is going to be a very tricky time for Scotland, and no one really wants to talk about it because no one wants to upset the apple cart. You know, not only is Britain dealing with Brexit, but there's also the pandemic, coronavirus. What complicates matters, though, is that British and European lawmakers are not getting along at the negotiating table. And some people are saying that right now a no deal Brexit is looking more and more likely with every passing day, which upsets not only Scotland, but Northern Ireland as well. For those who aren't aware, Northern Ireland sometimes doesn't get along with its neighbor, the Republic of Ireland, due to this terrible conflict known as the Troubles. And no one wants a return of the Troubles. And the way they've been able to keep it away is with something called the Good Friday Agreement, which pretty much was an agreement between the United Kingdom and the Republic of Ireland that fostered a kind of peace and an open, very fluid gray area border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. And this managed to secure the peace, which is what ultimately the vast majority of people on both sides wanted. The problem is that Brexit, especially a no deal Brexit, means they'd have to put a border back. And already some not so nice people in Ireland are saying they're not going to stand for that. I'm not hearing too much about this in Western media because, again, who really wants bad news in the middle of a time when it seems all we're getting is bad news? But hey, good on Sudan. So no one's talking about the fact that there may be a no-deal Brexit. Scotland may really try and go for its independence, which is going to really hamper the economic recovery of the UK, and God forbid there might be more violence happening in Northern Ireland. And no one's really discussing this as very real things that could potentially happen. And in the midst of a pandemic where the economic recovery is already going to be sluggish, and the UK is one of the most important economies and financial centers in the world, this is an issue that we should all absolutely be paying more attention to. But no one is because they don't want to ruffle any feathers or send the stock markets tumbling even further than they already have been. But it's important because it affects the global economy and it also greatly affects the people of the United Kingdom and the Republic of Ireland. And these are people who might get caught in a crossfire, and I'm not seeing sensible voices and reason prevailing at the moment. And that's what's bothering me today.